Okay, just going to do a very quick video here just to walk through the icons, clusters, and searching, how to search the map. So first of all, you'll notice on my screen here I've got two clusters. These are 106. These represent the number of assets in that location. So there's 106 assets there, and there's 598 assets here. Um, the reason we use clusters is simply because if you wanted to overlay 106 icons on top of each other, it would make it impossible to ascertain anything interesting or useful from that. So what we do is we summarize it for you. So we show you the total number of assets in the location, and we summarize it whether there's any alerts. So I guess that's the most important thing people try to get from the map. Is there anything that needs my attention? So we have info, alerts, warning, and critical, and right now I can see there's 000, so we've got nothing going on here that needs immediate attention. The way the clusters work, you don't need to configure them or anything. It happens by default. It basically has an algorithm that, based on the proximity of the assets in that location, it summarizes them up. And if you want to see, as you zoom in, the clusters break out, because at some point you do eventually want to be able to see the individual assets, but we make a good decision for you as to what the right zoom level is for that. And you can see here I've got an asset that's sufficiently far away from any other ones such that it is not getting wrapped up in a cluster. So there's my first one that's standing out on its own, but all the rest of them will eventually break out. If you zoom in, there's another one coming out on its own, another one there as well. Sometimes assets are just extremely close to each other, and there's nothing you can do about that. That's not a good example because they're all breaking out. Let me find down here maybe. Got two. Okay. Sometimes they do not break out. If they don't, yeah, here we got one. Right, so I've got two assets that are right beside each other. Okay, and what you can do is click those. Right, you get to that very bottom level, you just click them. Okay, and it what's called flares them out for you. Okay, so that's the way the clustering works, and obviously you see the icons there, and you hover over the icon, you can see the name of that asset. But for more detailed information, you can click and pop up. We'll go into more detail on what you can access through that pop-up in a later video. But for right now, I just wanted to get you familiar with the clustering functionality. There is also handy search. So sometimes you come to the map and you have a very specific asset you want to inspect. So to go looking for it among those 106 is probably going to be time consuming. So if you know the asset name, you can search for it. Now in this case, typically you'll have some sort of naming convention on your assets that'll help you find them. In this case we have this, LRV, and these are actually trams in San Diego. So I can see lots of different devices there. There's actually phones there as well. Phones and trams and dot matrix signs. In any case, LRV, 2007 is one I know of. So it narrows. It's a live search, so it narrows as you type. As you can see, we get down to an exact one, and there's an arrow, so I can click on that. And basically what it does is it filters out every other asset off the map. So you can see that 106 or 107 assets is just showing me the individual one that I typed for. Okay, LRV 2007. So I can see it's there. Bit of extra context if I want. It looks like it's in some sort of depot. Let me confirm that. You can click on the imagery, and yeah, you can actually see there it is right outside the depot. It's ready to go. Okay, back to Street View. So that's searching for an asset. I can go and I can find another one. Let me see. Backspace will bring me right out to where I was, but let me find another one. 4,000. Sorry, LRV 4050, and we can find another one. So you can jump between them like that, and it typically zooms in, but you might want to zoom in further. And that one also looks like it's the depot. That's in there. It is. Okay, so that is searching on the map, clustering, and icons.